Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a super exciting video to share. I honestly can't believe I'm even filming this right now. I'm sure most of you already know, but Holo is releasing their collaboration with DavidsTea. It is a wonderful 4-piece collection with mixed formulas, and on top of that they are also coming out with a mug. Oh my god. The mug comes with a lid and a steeper, and it's teal on the inside. I really like tea. I have it every other day. My favorite is peppermint. I have peppermint tea all the time. This collab is super exciting. I know it's been a long time coming, and I am so grateful that I'm able to share it with you all today. This is my very first review video for this channel, and I'm going to be titling them Swatches, Thoughts, and Comps. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be sharing my thoughts as well as swatches and comparisons and some bottle shots, and I'll get some up-close footage of the new style of collection box as well. Okay, first off, look how cute and tiny it is. I cannot believe this is officially the first tiny new collection box that we're getting from Holo. I'm a little sad, especially if this means we're not really going to be getting the big classic collection boxes anymore, but I can't complain too much because I feel like these are super cute. I cannot believe that Holo finally has its very own mug, and nonetheless, it's a DavidsTea Nordic mug. It also comes with an infuser that sits right in it, as well as a lid to cover it while it steeps. The mug is very nice quality. I love that I can get a full hand grasp in it, as well as the cute little DavidsTea x Holo stamp on the bottom. Alright, first up we have what Holo describes as a bright teal opaque creme in DavidsTea's iconic shade. Of course, it's called David's Teal, and as you can see, it applies absolutely beautifully. It's basically opaque in one coat, and it's really bright and fresh, and honestly, I really like the formula on it. It's reminiscent of that classic Holo creme formula. There's absolutely no squishiness to it. It's pretty straightforward, and you could definitely get away with one coat. The next shade is definitely going to be teal with it. It is described as a teal metallic macrofoil flake with scattered holographic. I adore this shade. As you can see, it kind of goes on a bit sheer, and you really are going to need all 3 coats. I feel like if you have even longer nails, you might have to go for 4, but I promise you it's worth it. I would also be curious to see this one as a topper, as I feel like the little flakes would stand out a lot against the base, but this is a new formula from Holo as far as I'm aware, and I love it. It is as dazzling and reflective as Holo classic frosted metal formula, but I suspect that cleanup is going to be a little bit easier with this one. Following that up, we have Pearl Gray, which is described as a white curly hollow glitter, scattered hollow, white shimmer, silver micro metallic flakes, and reflective glitter. Yeah, all of that in one polish. And as you can see, it is extremely sheer. That white curly base is really curlying in this moment, and I feel like the opacity is something that is going to scare some people off, but I feel like if you build it up or even use it over another milky white that you have, it's going to stand out a lot because, as you can see, there is a lot going on in this polish. That being said, it definitely has some issues with patchiness, but I think that if you aren't applying it in this weird, crooked, angled way that I am, then you're going to have a much easier time with this, and maybe even need a few drops of thinner to be on the safe side, depending on how you like your polishes to feel when you're applying them. Alright, last but not least, we have Steep Dreams, which is described as a deep navy blue crushed holographic with blue iridescent microflakes. And let me tell you, I think those microflakes are really pulling their weight because personally, I'm not a huge fan of Holo Taco's crushed holographic formula, but something about this polish I love. I really cannot get enough of it. Maybe it's just the blue. Honestly, I could just be a little bit biased when it comes to that, but I also really like the opacity on it. I end up doing 3 coats, but I think that was just due to my application. You could definitely get away with 2 thicker coats for sure, but I usually just do really thin coats to be very precise. Alright, let's get on to the comparisons. Alright, here is David's teal compared to some other teal cremes in my collection. As you can see, none of these are dupes, and the closest I have is China Glaze Teal Handle, but I definitely prefer David's teal just because it's a lot more opaque. Alright, now we're gonna get into the comparisons for teal with it. I feel like on camera, the BKL looks a lot more similar than it does in real life. In real life, you can tell that it's kind of a shimmery, green duochrome, whereas teal with it is just a straight on metallic flake formula. Alright, and then here's my attempt to recreate pearl gray with what I had. I feel like this isn't totally close, but the vibe is there. You could probably get closer if you have Sir Colors Dove Jelly or Holo Taco Reflective Taco. Alright, so here's what I got for Steep Dreams. I feel like Holo Taco has a lot of similar blues in this range, and I tried comparing the ones that I have. I feel like Blue Freezy is pretty close, but all the different little flakes in Steep Dreams makes it stand out a little bit more, and it has a different kind of sparkle attached to it. I feel like Isle NP's Interstellar has that true navy base similar to Steep Dreams, but Interstellar is way more shifty, so definitely not a dupe there. Okay, now I just wanted to quickly show some comparisons that I knew wouldn't be close, so I didn't swatch them out, but I just wanted to put the bottles next to each other just in case you were wondering. Orly's obviously has a shimmer in it, so it's not a dupe. Alright, so now for Pearl Gray, I wanted to show it next to Holo Taco's Duplicate Gray so you can see how much gray it is. It definitely looks very gray, but then on the nail it kind of whitens up a little bit. So I also showcased it next to Circuit Breaker so you can see how different the glitter in it is. Alright, the last comparison I have is just Steep Dreams next to the recent addition Going Solo. Even though they're both crushed holographic formulas, I feel like they are very different. Going Solo has more of a purpley shimmer, whereas Steep Dreams is that rich cobalt blue. Overall, I really liked working with these polishes. All of these, except the gray, probably are colors that I have coveted like from other brands, and so I'm really glad that Holo Taco has finally decided to make their own version of them. My all-time favorite is going to be teal with it. I am obsessed with that formula. It's very reminiscent of the metallic formula from Isle NP. I think they're called Ultra Brights. David's Teal is just super fun, and honestly, Steep Dreams also really surprised me. It was really easy to work with. The white, I feel like, had some patchiness, but I think honestly that might just have been due to how I was swatching it. The paddle brush in it makes it a lot easier to apply than I probably showed. But overall, this is like a super exciting collab, and I'm honestly just really happy for Christine as well. I feel like this is something that she really wanted. The mug is amazing. I cannot wait to use it. But overall, I think this collection is great for anyone who really loves teal or just likes like interesting finishes. But honestly, even the creme is worth having in your collection if you don't have anything like it. I think it's super fun for the summer. This palette is also kind of wintry in a way, and I feel like the white could like work for spring. So I feel like this is kind of a tri-seasonal palette. I honestly really like the collection. Unfortunately, I don't have like Holo Taco featured guests, but I feel like the white or the gray I should say, is extremely similar to it. So I am curious as to how that played into things. And Steep Dreams I feel like is super similar to Playing with Sapphire, but I think honestly I prefer Steep Dreams. I'm just like really excited to be able to bring this collection to you guys and share my thoughts on it. I really hope that Holo continues to do this new kind of metallic formula, especially if that means that they're not going to be doing as many frosted metals due to the corrosive qualities of it. I hope these aren't supposed to corrode, and I guess they're also metallic, but I love, love, love the formula, and I want it in every color. I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't request it in like a minty color. I feel like that would be really nice. Or honestly, also in any shade of pink. I don't know why, I just feel like that would be really pretty. Or brown. Anyway, let me know all your thoughts on the collection below. Are you a tea drinker? Have you heard of DavidsTea? Have you tried it? Do you like teal? Do you like nail polish? Just like a lot of questions. Are you vibing with it? Are we not? Any and all thoughts, please let me know. And I hope my video was of use to you in any way, shape, or form. This is my first time doing this kind of video, so let me know if you liked it or not, or what you would prefer. I just really tried my best with it, so we'll see how it goes, and happy launch day to Holo Taco x DavidsTea. All right.